Letter E. Demonstrate responsibility by suggesting eco-friendly solutions and participating in activities that promote biodiversity conservation. Climate change is one of the most pressing challenges facing biodiversity in the Philippines. Rising temperatures, stronger typhoons, unpredictable rainfall, sea level rise, and ocean acidification disrupt habitats, threaten species survival, and reduce ecosystem services that people rely on for food, shelter, water, and livelihood. To address these challenges, two important approaches are used: adaptation and mitigation. Adaptation strategies. Adaptation means adjusting to the current or expected impacts of climate change in order to reduce damage and safeguard biodiversity. In the Philippine context, examples include: A. Habitat restoration and protection, reforesting upland areas, mangroves and watersheds to create buffer zones against floods, storm surges, and soil erosion. Wildlife corridors, establishing protected zones and connecting fragmented habitats to allow species to mitigate and adapt to changing climates. Letter C. Climate smart agriculture. Planting drought-resistant crops, using organic fertilizers, and practicing sustainable farming to reduce vulnerability. Marine protection. Expanding marine protected areas, MPAs, banning destructive fishing practices, and protecting coral reefs from bleaching. Community-based disaster preparedness, empowering local communities to prepare for climate-related hazards to minimize damage to people and ecosystems. Mitigation strategies. Mitigation refers to actions taken to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and slow down the rate of climate change. Examples in the Philippines include: A. Reducing fossil fuel use, promoting renewable energy like solar, wind, hydro, geothermal to cut down carbon emissions. Waste management, practicing segregation, recycling, composting, and reducing single-use plastics to minimize methane from landfills. Energy conservation, promoting efficient use of electricity in households schools, and industries. Sustainable transport, encouraging biking, walking, and using mass transport to reduce vehicle emissions. Tree planting and forest protection, expanding green spaces and preventing illegal logging to increase carbon absorption. Role of local communities, adaptation and mitigation work best when individuals, schools, communities, and government agencies collaborate. For example, a barangay implementing coastal cleanups and mangrove planting. B. Schools integrating climate action projects into community outreach. Letter C. Youth groups leading campaigns for plastic-free communities. Letter D. Farmers adopting sustainable agriculture practices. Importance of adaptation and mitigation. Letter A. Protects biodiversity. Helps conserve species that provide food, medicine, and ecosystem balance. Strengthen resilience. Communities become less vulnerable to disasters. Supports livelihoods. Healthy ecosystem provide sustainable resources for fishing, farming, and tourism. Letter D. Ensures long-term survival. By reducing risks today, future generations inherit a livable environment. Key takeaways. Adapting to climate change helps biodiversity survive current impacts, while mitigating prevents future damages by reducing the causes of climate change. In the Philippines, protecting mangroves, forests, coral reefs, and farmlands, along with adopting renewable energy and sustainable practices, are crucial for biodiversity. Every individual has a role to play, from simple actions at home to community-wide projects. Practice problems for our Quarter 3 Biology Lesson 11, Adapting and Mitigating Climate Change Impacts on Local Biodiversity. Number 1. A coastal community in Palawan is experiencing coral bleaching due to rising sea temperatures. Propose at least 2 strategies that the community can adopt to protect their coral reefs. So we're given rising sea temperatures causing coral bleaching. Required. Propose 2 strategies to protect coral reefs. So solution, establish marine protected areas to limit human activities and promote reef recovery, promote sustainable tourism, and ban destructive fishing practices. Final answer: create MPAs, marine protected areas, and enforce sustainable tourism or fishing practices. Number 2, farmers in Nueva Ecija report frequent droughts that affect rice production. Suggest adaptation methods that can both sustain agriculture and protect local biodiversity. Given farmers face frequent droughts affecting rice production, so required, suggest adaptation methods that sustain agriculture and biodiversity. Solution: introduce drought-resistant rice varieties, adopt water-efficient irrigation like drip systems, promote crop diversification. Final answer: use drought-resistant crops, water-efficient irrigation, and crop diversification. Number 3, in Bohol, mangrove forests are being destroyed by storm surges, intensified by climate change. What community-based measures can be implemented to restore and protect these ecosystems? So given mangroves destroyed by storm surges, required community-based measures to restore or protect mangroves. Solution: organize mangrove reforestation drives, train locals in mangrove stewardships, establish community managed buffer zones. Final answer: community mangrove reforestation and stewardship programs. Number 4, a barangay near Mount Banahaw faces increased risk of forest fires during the dry season. How can residents mitigate the impact of climate change on the forest ecosystem and its wildlife? So given increased risk of forest fires during dry season, required, how residents can mitigate climate impacts on forests. Solution: implement fire breaks, conduct forest patrols and awareness campaigns, promote tree planting with fire-resistant species. Final answer: fire breaks, forest monitoring, and reforestation with resilient trees. We will have the next part of our Quarter 3 Biology Lesson 11.